Welcome to information about how to update your profile and why you would do that. Super excited to be going through all of this with you today. Want to make sure that you've got good information, and to start that, I need to know that you can hear me. So in your chat box on the left-hand side of the screen, if you can go ahead and type in, "I can hear you," or "good to go," let me know that you can hear me. That's super helpful. Good morning, Matt and Lisa. For those of you that are new to these webinars, welcome. We're glad to have you. My name is Kelsey, and I am going to be taking you through some things today. This is being recorded, so you will get an email recording of this after by this afternoon. It will also be posted on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Our Facebook page is called Realistic Users. It looks like this, and you are more than welcome to join us there. I'm going to go ahead and drop that link in the chat box so you have access to it. Our YouTube channel you can find here, and this is a great resource for you as far as going and searching for videos. All of our webinars are also posted here. And you can always find our upcoming training on our Zoho site here, what's happening and when it is up and coming. We update this at least monthly, and you can go ahead, you can actually type in join and register for sessions. All sessions are recorded, and recordings are sent out to everyone that registers. So if you can't make something but you want to receive the recording, go ahead and register there. We would love to have you. Today, what we're talking about is how to update your profile and why would you update it. So when I talk about your profile, I'm really talking about on your company page or on your personal page, this about section. So when people are on your company page and they're looking at your profile, I'm talking about this section here. How do I update it? How do I update my contact information, my social media, my bio, and then if I have Zillow testimonials, how do I get those to show? And you always will edit that in your IQ office. So you're going to go to your company IQ office, and once you're in your company IQ office, you're going to go up into your profile and click on profile here. I'm actually going to go in and act as Benjamin so that we can see those changes live. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to click on profile, and that's going to slide out the edit screen on the left or the right hand side of the screen. You will always know that you are in edit mode because that edit screen will slide right out from the left hand side of the screen. And then I can see information about the contact. So I can see all my agent information here. If I need to change my email address or put in a different website address, I can do that. I also can reset my password if I need to. And at the very bottom of the screen, you're going to see a section that says profile. So the first part of this section is attaching your video profile. So if you've done a video profile and you're hosting it on Vimeo or YouTube or whatever channel it is that you are hosting it on, you can attach it. And to do that, you're actually going to go to YouTube. You would find your video that you wanted to share. So I can go in, I could say, all right, this is the video I want to share, and then you'll click that share button here. I can copy that address, or I can highlight and hit Control-C, and then when I go back to my IQ office, I can go ahead and I can paste that video. So any questions so far? We've logged in, we've gone to my name and down to my profile. And then we scrolled to the very bottom and we attached a YouTube video in that video URL. Any questions? I want to show you what that looks like when we change that. So I can see here that video has automatically inserted in my profile. If you don't have any questions, if you can go ahead and drop an N or a no in that chat box, then I know that this is all making sense and I'm not going too quickly. Cool. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Lisa. So on the note of video, how many of you have a video profile of yourself? How many of you have gone out and had a video done? And if you're an office admin, because I believe that we've got some office admins on this too, do you have an office video of the area? So if you're in, Albuquerque or San Antonio or LA, do you have a video maybe done on your area just for the office? So I read something really interesting the other day that said right now we're consuming 80% of the media we're consuming is video. And that by 2025, Facebook at least estimates that 100% of the content will be video. So don't get left behind. Put it on your goals sheet for 2020 or maybe before 2020. So in the next, call it 4 weeks, 5 weeks, that you're going to really work hard at either scheduling a video or at least figuring out what you need to do to have a video available. Okay? Everybody got that on their goal list? So back in editing our profile, below that video profile section is where you can update your text. So it will automatically default to this. If you are a seller, your home will be marketed, not just listed. If you are a buyer, and this scrolling contact me today to get started. And this is where you're going to put your bio. When was the last time you all updated your bio? So Matt, Ronald, Jane, Candace, Susan, when was the last time that you updated your bio about you section? Is it a year, 5 years ago, 6 months ago? Cool. Awesome. Good job, Susan. And Matt said not sure, which is a totally fine answer, and I get a lot of those when I do this webinar. Really, you should be updating your bio at least annually. So something has happened new in the last year with you. You got a new award. You had some kind of a life event. You've had a different number of sales. You really want to go in and make sure that you're updating your bio at least once a year. Knowing that we're going into 2020, this is a really good time to start revamping that. How many of you struggle with what to write in your bio? I do. I struggle with what to write about myself. Anyone else struggle with what to write about themselves? Again, this is an interactive webinar, so I'm assuming you're all shaking your head yes. Awesome. So this is the exercise that I have found helps to write your bio in a way that makes it a little easier, because it's really hard to write about yourself. So as we're talking this morning, what I'd like to do is I'd like you all to think of the person or a couple people in your life who are your biggest fans, who have always backed you up in what you're doing. They really think highly of you and the work that you do. And no matter what's come along, they have always said, hey, Candace is your person. Candace is the one you need to go through for this. Or Celine does this really well. So in your mind or on a piece of paper next to you, write down who that person is that is your biggest fan, or a couple of them. For me, it's my mom and my husband. They always have nice things to say about the work that I'm doing, and they always are singing my praises. Ask those people to write a 3 to 4 sentence paragraph about you and your work. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be an essay. 3 to 4 sentences about you and your work. What would they say about you? Then take those 3 to 4 sentences and you can edit them and string them together. So if you've got 2 people that can do that, you've actually ended up with about 8 sentences, and revamp them. So for example, if I were doing this, and I actually had my mom do this for me. She wrote something about how Kelsey was a very hard worker, she's very dependable, and she's very empathetic to the people that she works with. That's great. That gives me a starting point of the qualities that other people see in me and that other people value. So I could write something along the lines of, I'm extremely passionate about my work and take my attitude towards clients and others with a view of empathy. I'm here to support people and their business as they grow, and I'm fully dedicated to what's going on. So I took the words that I was given by someone else and I revamped them into a first person headspace. And I also know that other people think that of me. So I'm not just making it up on a whim. Someone else said it about me, someone else thought it about me, and I took their words and I made them my own. For those of you that don't like that idea, go through and read your testimonials. So whether you're using your IQ Office testimonials or your Zillow testimonials or your Real Satisfied testimonials or your Google testimonials, go through and read your testimonials and get some ideas there. This is the other hard thing about what we do, about being in real estate, is that every single real estate agent says that they are hardworking, they're ethical, and that they like customer service. So if you're saying those things in your bio, you need to include something more than that so that you can distinguish yourself from the other person you're sitting next to. Does that make sense to everyone? Cool. So as you go in and you start to type your bio, so I'm going to type in here, working with people has always been my passion. So you just go ahead, you type all your text in this profile text. Now there's a couple things that you can do. So you can actually highlight this text and you can change the format using this fonts. So I can go in and I could make this veranda and I could make it 20 point. I could also change the color to blue if I wanted to, and maybe I want to highlight it yellow. So you can go in and you can change the text in here using these cues at the top. You can also change the justification, or you can create bulleted lists. So if I wanted to go in and say my designations are, and let's say I don't want this to be blue and highlighted, so I'm going to say, hey, no highlight on this part. I want this to be black and I want it to be centered left. You can change all that. And then I can make a bulleted list. I can make my, I can say I have my GRI, I have my ABR, I have my CCIM. Here we go. I'm going to highlight this, put it in a list. What I want you to think about, please, 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 when you're creating these lists of what you are doing, is this. Consumers don't know what these initials mean. Consumers have no idea what a GRI is or what an ABR is or what a CCIM is. So you need to make sure that you spell it CCIM certification. And I can say in parentheses, this is a certified commercial investment member. Because you want to make sure that your consumers actually know what that means. And on your business card, there's not enough place, and on your business card and your email signature and all of that, there's not enough space to really put the meaning in there. But when they go to your bio, they should be able to easily tell what your certifications are and what they mean. That's really important. The next thing that you want to do is you do want to include enough flavor that people get an idea of who you are as a person. And that can be something in the form of, maybe it's a charity that you enjoy doing work with. Maybe it's a hobby or a passion of yours. But on average, consumers are spending an average of 10 weeks nationwide and seeing an average of 10 homes with you. In your mind, make the adjustments for what that is in your market. And think that's a long time to spend with someone. So you want to make sure that if you love cats, that someone has an idea that if they're riding in your car with you for an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours a week for 10 weeks, that they're okay with you talking about your cat and how passionate you are about the cat rescue you work with. It gives you a jumping point of where to start the conversation with people. Any questions on your profile text and what you should put in there, or some ideas of brainstorming how to revamp the information that's in there? If you don't have someone who's your biggest fan, so when we did that exercise, you think, oh, my mom's not going to do it, my husband's not going to do it, my partner's not going to do it. Go to someone in your office and say, hey, could you just write 3 to 4 sentences about me? I'm working on my bio and I just need a jumping off point. Someone, another agent, an office admin, they'll help you. Cool. The next thing that I want to talk about is connecting your social media. So at the very top on the right-hand side, you can see that there's a links tab. And this is where you go in and you can actually copy and paste your link to your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, your Pinterest. And this is how you find that. So if I am, sorry about that. If I am on my Facebook page and I want to find my personal page, so you're going to connect your business or your personal page, you're going to click on your name. And that's going to pull up your name. And then you can go in and you can copy and paste that into your Facebook. Make sure that you're clicking save. And you know that it worked when you go to your profile page and it darkens out that icon. So I'm actually going to refresh this so you can see that all that text refreshed as well. So I can see here I've got my Facebook icon and I've got all that text that I didn't save because I actually clicked off the page isn't there. So please make sure you're clicking save. There's nothing more frustrating than doing the actual work and then not saving it. There we go. Text has changed. If you're looking for your YouTube channel, you're going to go to youtube.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see an icon that has your photo. You click on it, you go to your channel, and then again, you can hit Control-C. You can highlight it all and hit copy. You go back and you're going to paste that into the YouTube link, click save, and it's going to darken that icon on your profile page. So now I can see the YouTube channel. Same if you go in and you go to Instagram. Instagram right now, you can only post on your phone. However, you can access your Instagram on the computer. Click on your name. It's going to take you to your profile. Again, you copy and you paste that and you click save, and it will automatically reflect on your profile. So that's how you link your social media through to your page. Any questions there? Awesome. So here's the challenge for you, especially going into a holiday week, and I hope you all are really excited to spend some time with friends and family. This is a great week to actually tap into the resources of your friends and family to update your profile. Ask them all to write a little bit or tell you a little bit about yourself. I'm updating my bio. I'm just really struggling. What would you tell other people about me? Would you mind if I use that on my website? Again, to get there, you're going to log into your IQ office. You're going to click on your name in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to go to your profile, and you're going to add your social media links on the right-hand side. As you scroll down to the bottom, you can put in your YouTube video profile by copying and pasting that link, and then you can type your profile text in this box. Again, if you want to edit the text, you can go in, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color. And after you make all your changes, you're going to click Save, so that they're automatically reflected on your company website as well as on your personal website for your About You section. The goal is that before December, so that gives you this week, that you've gone in and you've added your social media links if you haven't already, and you've also updated your profile text. Do you think everybody think that they can get that done in a week, by the end of the week? Which really is saying like, hey, I'm gonna work on it maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday while everybody's Black Friday shopping and crazy. Any questions for me? I want to make sure I'm being respectful of your time. I know this is a shorter webinar, but I know you've got a lot going on and a busy holiday week. I want to thank you all for your time today. This is recorded. I will send it out as soon as it's done rendering, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.